So let us discuss about tense here. Verb denotes nothing but time. Tense means time. So through verb, we indirectly communicate the time of the action. So it is expressed in writing in different manners, and it is very important to English readers. So here in English language, we have 12 different tenses. We are going to see all the different tenses in detail. Before going to tense forms or verb tenses, let us see this chart. So we have classified the tenses into present, past, future based on the persons, first person, second person and third person. In each tense there are four forms. First one is simple, second one is continuous, third one is perfect, last one is perfect continuous. In all the four tense forms, the chart gives how the verb is structured. Here V1 denotes present tense, V2 past tense, V3 past participle, V4 present participle. The simple present tense expresses a habit or often repeated action. It's a habitual action, and through these adverbs, as often, seldom, sometimes, never, we easily identify the tense form. So for example, she goes to work every day. The picture here explains the present tense, the actions in simple present. The middle vertical line is present tense, mean present, the exact moment of talking, and the left side is past, right side is future. So here the picture, the action denotes cross mark, which happens all the time. So therefore habitual action we call it. It's a repeated action. It is never stopped at any time. It's happening all over the time. She goes to work every day. Whether it is past or future, it will be happening. So she goes to work every day, simple present tense. Through this picture it is explained. They always eat lunch together. Eating is an action which they do together all the days. So always, every day, these adverbs gives clue to the reader. The simple present tense. This tense also expresses general truths or facts that are timeless. So it's a universal facts we express through simple present tense. Like snow falls in the December in Minnesota. Every year it happens. So it's a universal truth. It's not the action doesn't change according to time and place, but it happens all the time. Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. It's a fact. So the picture again displays the same. The present continuous or present progressive. This tense is used to describe an action that is occurring right now. At the time of talking, an action is happening. The action has begun in the past and still is in the progress. So therefore, one crosses in the past, from there it has been happening, which is shown in the curve here, and the same action may continue in future. Therefore it is expressed through dotted line, but we are talking at the time of talking, the action is in place. She is typing a paper for her class. Yes, when the sentence is uttered, she is typing. He cannot talk, he is fixing the sink right now. The word now denotes that the action is in at present, happening. So it is in present progressive. Again, there is another situation where we can use present progressive. It can also be used to describe an action that is occurring in the present but is not temporary. For example, John is living in Modesto, but he might move soon. John is living means he may move out and may not be right now in Modesto. He may be living. He's living, but he keeps moving here and there for a job. And he may move soon also to the other place. So this action is expressed using present progressive. We can understand this situation with an additional example. When a student is going for a class, music class, in a day for an hour, we generally say that this boy is going to music class. See, we use this sentence, we utter this sentence at any time of the day. At the time of using the sentence, the boy may not be going to the class, but he is going to the class every day. So it's a temporary action, but still we use in present progressive. Present perfect. In present perfect, we use V3 form of the verb in all the sentences. This present perfect is used to talk about an event that began in the past and continues up to the present. So therefore, the picture shows the cross mark in all the past tense up to the present moment. He has lived in Modesto for 2 years. From now, 2 years passed, he started to live here and he has been living. He is living now. He began living in Modesto 2 years ago and he still lives there. So present perfect we also use to talk about an event that was completed in the past, but the specific time of the event is not important. Yes, I have seen that movie before. We don't mention when I saw the movie, but I state that I have seen that movie before. I have a close relationship, I have a remembrance of that movie. So without the time factor, I express my idea using present perfect. I have seen. He has already visited Vietnam. In the sentence, we don't mention when did he visit Vietnam, but he has already visited Vietnam. He has gone to the place. Specific dates and time are not mentioned. It is actually happened in the past, but we use present perfect to express without the time factor. So this is the main difference between a simple past and present perfect. This tense form denotes an action in the past which can be expressed in simple past also, but without the time factor. So we use present perfect. Present perfect progressive or present perfect continuous. This tense is used to describe the duration of an action that began in the past and continues into the present every moment the action was happening. He has been studying grammar for an hour. This action started sometime in the past up to the present that is happening. She has been cooking all day. We never bother about what will happen in the future. That's the only difference between present continuous and present perfect continuous. In present continuous or present progressive, we are talking about the same action like this up to the present moment. Here, same thing was happening. He has been studying grammar for an hour. all the days. She has been cooking all day. This is happening all the days. It is happening up to the moment and also will continue, but we never bother about. Okay, he is still studying and she is still cooking. We give stress on the continuation of the action from past to present. That's where it differs from present continuous to present perfect progressive. Present perfect progressive also is used to describe events that have been in progress recently and are rather temporary. She has been living in Taiwan for the last 2 months, but she plans to move soon. Now, today, let us see simple past. Already we have seen the expression of simple past when we discussed about present perfect. It also denotes the same action which happened in the past, but along with that we mention the exact time of the event when it took place in the past. I visited my sister yesterday. Yesterday is the time factor. We went out to dinner last night. The action that took place in the past with the time factor we express using simple past. The same action we can express through present perfect also without the time factor. I have visited my sister. We can stop with that without yesterday. That is correct. Because the picture you can see the similarity. Same ditto picture you have. The same simple past is used to describe actions or events that are now completed and no longer true in the present. I attended MJC in 1998, which is nothing but our past actions. Maybe using a model called used to. The same simple past can be expressed through I used to attend MJC in 1998. Here in simple past we use the same idea. I saw a movie every weekend when I was a teenager. I don't see movies very much anymore. Means that I was seeing it was an what action